Hi guys, and welcome back to Marie's Acrylic and Gel Nails. I hope I'm not boring you too much with this series. I hope those of you who need the extra information or help are getting exactly what you need. I hope this is not like me coming across and treating you guys as dummies or anything like that. All I'm trying to do is give you some information to help you out. For those of you who are not qualified and are at home. So again, this is Manicures. I've set out the steps in a manicure, but first of all I want to talk about that manicures and pedicures are really great money makers. I have two types. I have just a basic one that I charge $30 for, and then I have a deluxe one that I charge $50 for, and it's a lot different to this one, and I think you guys have seen it because I do have manicure, paraffin wax and pedicures already up, but I will be doing this manicure today on Taylor. There's a huge difference between the two, e.g. products used, time spent, etc. I charge or upsell the nail art, and depending on if it's stickers, stamping, painting, foils, I charge accordingly. 3D nail art is the best money maker with clients, as the most I pay for my alloys if I'm buying off eBay is like $5 for 10, but I mark them up to about 200% for two. And the best thing is they are reusable, but you have to stock what your customers want to wear. My clients all want the smaller ones, and it's very rare that someone will buy one of the bigger ones, but my customers absolutely love, if they pay me $5 for two, they love that when I take off their polish, because I secure it into the polish, I don't glue it on. It means that they can reuse it and they're saving money at the same time, so it works out well. Sorry about that, I just lost my pace. Yeah, so as I was saying, very rarely will my customers over here wear the larger pieces. The polishes, I don't charge for standard polish or normal nail polish with my customers, but I do charge $15 for gel polishes. So say for an example you walked in off the street, you wanted no other service, you didn't want your nails shaped, buffed, whatever, because then I'd talk you into a manicure because it'd be cheaper. I charge $15. Now let's say for an example they have a deluxe manicure or pedicure, the gel polish is included in the price. For my returning customers, as long as they've had a service like fills or something like that, I only charge them an extra $5 for the gel polish. Sorry, as I go to talk my wind chime goes off. Sometimes to show my customers how easy it can be for hand painting nail art, I'll just grab a dotting tool and do a dotting tool flower or a heart or some dots or whatever, but I'll do two fingers, one each hand for free, and those customers who are unsure become hooked on it. So I get to make my upsell that way. So sometimes it is worth your while to do little things for free. But make sure you're spending not a lot of time, you know, it is literally 30 or 40 seconds out of your way, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm also, I the products I use, I'm also selling. So the hand therapy, I'm lucky that I get that at a really, really good price. So I'm selling that. I don't make a lot of money, but I do make some money on it because I can't charge more than Crabtree and Evelyn. The cuticle oils and the nail polishes, though, that's a different story. So let's move forward. From that today, at some point I'll be doing a basic manicure, the same as what the chop shops here charge, which is $70. I'm cheaper and I add in a little extras, which I'll explain. So before I do the manicure on my beautiful daughter, let's talk about the steps so you guys can see them, you can write them down, you can pause, they've been sitting there for quite some time. Step 1, your pre-service sanitation. Now I have spoken about this in sanitation and in the rough rundown I did do on manicures. Then you need to set up for manicure, so whatever products, instruments, tools, whatever you're going to need, you need to set up. So 3, and again, I'm not treating you like idiots, but your client walks in, so you greet them, ask them how their day was, etc. We wash everyone's hands, or sanitize everyone's hands. We then do client consultant, which I will redo on the whiteboard because I noticed on my video that I did it about my card. You guys didn't get to see it. Then we move on from there, and the first thing I do, even if they don't have polish on, I still wipe nail polish remover, non-acetone, over the nails. If they've got gel polish on, then you have to soak off the gel polish. But I still do it regardless to remove any of the oils of the day if they're just natural nails. Then we shape our nails. We soften our cuticles by soaking them in our little soaks. We take the hands out and dry them. We apply our cuticle remover and then we soak them again. We loosen our cuticles. We nip our cuticles. Now we're not nipping the echinacea. We are only nipping at any skin that is left on the nail bed that the cuticle remover has not moved, and any hangnails or bits of skin around the edges of the nails. I'll just move this down. Okay, so then we clean under the free edge, and I have a little tool to do that, and a couple of tips which I'll show you. An extra, which I will show on tailors today. If you have a client with really bad staining, or say they're a hairdresser or something, you can actually use 6%. I only use 3% peroxide to bleach the nail beds and remove that staining. 14 is optional, and this is where men's manicures come into play. If I was doing a men's manicure, I would buff with the chamois buffet. 16's bevel the nails. Well, actually, I skipped one. So we do our optional buffing. If we're not going to do that, we go to number 15, which is apply cuticle oil. Then 16 is bevel the nails. An extra is massage, and we remove all traces of oils from the nail bed ready to polish. Now, while we were on that subject of a male manicure, men love manicures too, and once they get to try the service, they'll just absolutely love it. Well, how do you get them to do that, you might be thinking? Well, the best possible way is to hold a men's night in the salon area, place an ad on the paper, social media, or send out flyers. Stress your men's high buffed manicures or sports pedicures with foot massage. they'll get the idea. But avoid in the salon an overly feminine atmosphere. You need it to be, or strive for it just to be clean and a clinical atmosphere. A men's manicure is exactly the same as a women's. So you do your service sanitation, you set up, you greet your gentleman, you wash everyone's hands, you do your client consultation, you remove the oils, because not all men wear nail polish, but some men with their manicures will choose to have a base top and a top coat. So you remove your polish or your oils, you shape your nails, you soften the cuticles by soaking, you dry your hands, you apply your manicure, you apply your cuticle remover and soak, you loosen your cuticles, you nip the cuticles and any hangnails, you clean under the free edge. If they are heavily badly stained, say for example the coal miners are, you bleach their nail beds. This then becomes not an optional, you have to buff with the chamois buffer their nails just to make them shine. Then you apply your cuticle oil and you bevel the nails and you would massage. Now, some of you might be saying, well, it's not possible to get a gentleman to do this. Because you think of manicures, you think of them being polished, rah, rah, rah. But I'm going to challenge each and every one of you who bother to watch this video to get a guy, I don't even care if it's a family member, a son or your husband or whatever, to have one. I did it on my son and he loved it. And he went to school the next day and all his friends oohed and ahed over his soft hands. He thought he was a duck's nuts, and for a while he was really lazy. He wouldn't cut his fingernails. Why should I have to when Mum can do it? And he'd have the manicure. It wasn't until Dad teased him and it stopped. But I've had a few of Nick's friends turned around and asked me next year they do their formal, would I do a manicure for them for that night because it's a special night. What you have to get for two gentlemen is it's not a feminine procedure at all. What it is, it's a procedure to look after your skin and your hands and your nails. And if you can get them to understand, because there's a lot of more men out there now using face creams and moisturisers and things like that, that it's no different from looking after their face, looking after their hands and feet. You'll be able to do male manicures. I hope all this information was really, really helpful. I will be doing 2 videos. I will be doing a manicure on Taylor, and I will include the extras of the bleaching the nail bed, and I will be doing another video where I'll just write up the terminology for the massages and that, and then I will show you a massage on Taylor. So please stay tuned. There's more exciting things to come. I hope you've all enjoyed this video. Till next time, keep safe.